Well, good morning, everybody. If you're watching this and it's not the live stream itself, feel free to skip forward by about 3 minutes to when I actually start playing. This is my traditional bit where I make sure everything's working, which it seems to be. How is everybody doing? I hope your week is going well. Oh, that's kind of amusing. I had somebody waiting for some time, and then the moment I started talking, they vanished. Ah, with luck they'll return. Oh, one thing I forgot to check. Alright, no, that's muted. However many live streams I've done, you always wonder whether you got everything right. About a minute to go. I am kind of enjoying this game, otherwise I wouldn't be streaming it for the 4th time. Oh, hang on, I just need to check something. What's my frame rate? I just need to check my frame rate because I don't want to be running at 120 frames a second when I don't have to be. Am I? Oh, that would be embarrassing. Now I've got to check. Hang on a second. I've got to squint. Okay, alright, no, we're good. 60 frames a second. I tend to stream at no faster than 60 frames a second. Doesn't seem to be much point, seeing as I'm technically streaming at 30. But seems to be a good balance. Alright. Greetings, sentient beings and gracile hominids. How are we doing today? And I'm trying to remember what I was doing here. I know I deliberately returned to this area because we're supposed to be finding jammers to unjam. So I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing, isn't it? Let's have a quick look and see what I'm supposed to be doing. Mission aqueduct. Right. Yes. Aqueduct area. Yeah, so I gotta wander around here and... Okay. Alright. Let's see whether any of these things show up on the scanner. Oh, there's a sandwich up there. Didn't realize it showed sandwiches. And okay, we're seeing components, doors. I think it's funny that it shows up the sandwich there. Let's try this. Alright. Off we go. Oh, it's behind the door, isn't it? And I don't think I can readily get in there at this point. I think I've tried in this area before. Yeah, I need a way to get through the door. Well, one thing we have not done is make use of our handy-dandy method of yanking things off, so we definitely want to try that. See how that works. Can't get through there. I keep thinking you should be able to push these, but it doesn't appear to want to. I've been over there. Yeah, so let's experiment with the grappler now that I've got it. Oh, I don't really... Oh, that's interesting. Oh, alright. Let's go and try yanking things off with our grappler, seeing as we've gone to all the effort of getting it. Am I going to reverse all the way out? I hope not. Now, as I recall, one of these had a closed sort of... Yeah, let's try this. Fragile door. Ah, that does work. Well, yes, of course it does, but it's nice to have confirmation anyway. That's actually a very good question. Yeah, I suppose so. Camera's a bit twitchy. So one thing I forgot about these live streams was it wasn't exactly intended to be a live stream per se. I was supposed to be treating it more like a radio show, except that I was playing a video game. Use the opportunity to talk about things, whatever crosses my mind. So one thing I was long been curious about, but that curiosity was reawakened when I was playing The Pathless. In The Pathless, the protagonist is using what appears to be a Japanese Yumi, which is the Japanese equivalent of a longbow. And I was not sure at that time what the draw weight of a longbow actually was. Sorry, not a longbow, a Japanese bow. I mean, I always sort of thought it must be roughly equivalent to the English longbow. And as it turns out, I was right. It is. A Japanese longbow has a... Well, there's various types of Japanese longbow, of course. But the one that, you know, your samurai would pick up to and go into battle with had a draw weight very similar to the English longbow. So we're looking at, oh grief, up to 160 pounds, which is very respectable. Some English longbows, of course, had a significantly greater draw than that. I think up to 180 pounds, and I wouldn't be surprised if some went more. I know that there have been modern longbow archers who have oh, look at that! I didn't know you could do that. Ah. So, yes. In terms of draw weight, very similar to the English longbow, which makes a sort of sense. One primary difference between the two is that the given its shape and construction, the Japanese warbow probably was better at delivering the energy of the bow to the arrow. So while the effort required to draw it might be the same, the actual energy being delivered to the projectile would be more efficiently transferred. So at least in principle, it could fire a heavier arrow, maybe, or fire the arrows of similar weight slightly further. And that kind of seems to be the case. But, I mean, it's not a huge difference. The maximum range of both appears to be about the same. I mean, you're looking at 200 meters, 220 yards. Typical maximum range, and that applies to both the Japanese and English warbows. That's not the same that you can achieve with a flight arrow. A flight arrow is designed to fly long distances, obviously. You wouldn't go into a battle with a flight arrow. I mean, heck, to be honest with you, with a heavy draw bow, if you put a lightly constructed arrow in it and try and shoot that, you're going to break the arrow and might even do yourself some significant damage. Oh, there we go. Now we can possibly get in. So, very I mean, yeah, similar draw weights, similar capabilities, maybe slightly longer range for the Yumi, depending on the weight of the arrow. And they're going to have very similar anti-armor capabilities, which is another way of saying they didn't really. You're not going to depend. Modern tests have pretty much shown that, yeah, you're not really going to drive even a so-called armor-piercing arrow. Getting through decent metal armor is very difficult. Doesn't mean it can't happen. Depends. It's going to depend very much on where you hit, the quality of the armor, that kind of thing. But it's not something you can depend on. Certainly not at range. You're not going to. Oh, that's useful. Even, classic battles. Ooh. Oh, but can I wear it? Ah, we have made progress. No, there's been... oh, that is handy. There's been a significant amount of experimentation with heavy draw-weight bows and well-constructed armor, and even at very short range, you're not going to get through a well-constructed metal breastplate, for example. Breastplate. But, you're shooting a lot of arrows, a lot of people. You are going to get lucky, of course. You've got the distinct possibility that you might get through that you could get through something like thinner armor on the arms or legs, or you might find a chink. You've got to bear in mind too that during the classic English battles involving archers, you got thousands of archers firing thousands of arrows a minute, and that is going to, your chances of something useful happening have just increased dramatically. So anyway, the Yumi and the English longbow, very similar in terms of ability. Which shouldn't be a surprise, really. I've seen a claim that Japanese warbows could go up to £200. Entirely possible. I do know that modern English warbows have gone up to something like £210. It's definitely doable. Probably doesn't give you a huge advantage. Might give you a few meters more range. And the funny thing is, it's taken me forever to find that information about draw weight and effectiveness of the Yumi. So there you go. If you're wondering about that, I won't say what I just said is definitive, but it's certainly in line with reality and historical record. Curiously, excuse me a second. Curiously, one of the more famous samurai, at least in the West, is Musashi Miyamoto, famous for surviving something like 64 duels and writing a book, which I have read, called The Book of Seven Rings. And it is interesting to read him. I mean, he is often regarded as being sort of this guru, and he did not think highly of bows, but he did think highly of the arquebus, despite the fact that even in Japan, the arquebus was not as long-ranged or as accurate as the Yumi. And in fact, statistically, I think it's been shown that up to a certain point, even after the introduction of the arquebus, Most damage was done on the battlefield, up to a certain point, by bows, not by the arquebus. And then, of course, the arquebus gets into more and more usage. The advantage of the arquebus, of course, is that it is easier to teach. Well, they say it is. It doesn't require the same level of musculature, but of course you've also got to remember that the arquebus, sorry, the Yumi, was a noble's weapon. It was the weapon of the samurai. The arquebus was not so much, as I understand it. Could be wrong about that, but I don't think so. That's one huge difference between Japanese archery, for wartime I should add, and English archery. The Japanese archers, those who could afford a Yumi, tended to be the samurai class. Not exactly the upper echelons of society, but certainly higher up than the average foot soldier. Whereas, to the English, our archers were, I hate to use the word, they were the peasantry. They were the common man. So, the social aspects of archery between Japan and England were quite different. Funny to think about there being social aspects to archery, but there it was. But yeah, no, one of the reasons that the English, let's get this right, adopted archers so willingly is because they were cheap compared with equipping knights or men-at-arms. And nations like the French, who were, at the time that we're talking about, which is 13th and 14th centuries, were very rich. They could afford much more expensive armies. The British couldn't. And their solution was the bowman. Don't know what it was. Oh yes, that would make more sense. One thing I don't know, I must admit, is what the construction of Japanese arrows was like. But one can reasonably conclude that they must have been very strongly constructed. Because, if you have a 160-pound bow and you're shooting a lightly built arrow, it's not going to work. It will break. If you have a look at the construction of a English war arrow, that is, an arrow used specifically in battle, it is massive. It is very thick and heavy, and it has to be, just to withstand the energies being transmitted into it by the bowstring. Oh, here's a tip. You should never fire a bow without an arrow in it, because you can snap the bowstring. I've had that happen to myself with a home-built bow, and I went to all the effort and time to construct a string for it, and the moment I tried it, it broke on me, and that's because I didn't have an arrow. Ooh, what am I missing over here, if anything? So there you go, I've just rambled about warbows for the last 20 minutes. Always worth leaving a comment to say what you'd like me to talk about, in addition to the game. Is there anywhere else I can go in here that I have? Yes, there are still places I haven't been, so I should probably poke around. Let's go up here again. Oh, while we're at it, I may as well mention rates of fire for the British longbow. One of the things about the longbow is, well, you got to bear in mind, okay, so we're going back to the 13th and 14th centuries here. The two projectile weapons in use were the crossbow and the longbow, and they both had certain advantages. The crossbow was easier to learn. You didn't have to be as physically strong to use it. But the downside to the crossbow is generally given that the rate of fire was relatively slow. It takes time to span a crossbow. And you can get 3 or 4 shots, I think, at a rough estimate from a crossbow in a minute. That seems to be quite doable. I mean, yeah, you'd have to have some practice, but yeah, that's doable. Well, here's the thing. You can certainly manage 4 rounds a minute, 4 arrows a minute from a heavy warbow. But one of the things that's commented on the advantage of the longbow was its rate of fire, and this is true. 8 rounds a minute, 12 rounds a minute, certainly. Couldn't do it for very long though. So it is opined that in reality the longbowmen in battle would shoot at a fairly leisurely rate, about 4 rounds a minute. Not that different from the crossbow then. But of course, unlike a crossbow, if suddenly faced by a cavalry charge, the archer can up that rate of fire, but they're going to exhaust themselves quite quickly. So long term, it could easily be that the crossbow had a significant advantage in a long-term engagement, if circumstances were appropriate for both sides. In one of the major battles of the 100 Years' War, Battle of Crécy, one of those legendary British victories over the French, that was one case where crossbows went up against the longbow. Now, interesting thing to note, they actually had about the same potential range. They actually had about the same potential power in terms of effectiveness. The crossbow probably wasn't as accurate because it only had 2 fletchings on the quarrel shaft compared with 3 on the arrow. So technically, at long range, the longbow gives you better stability and potentially better accuracy. Even if they weren't shooting for accuracy, it still gives you a more stable projectile. Of course, the problem at the Battle of Crécy was attitude and tactics. The French had recruited Genoese crossbowmen who were professional soldiers, and they certainly knew how to use their weapon to its best advantage. And at the time, the practice was that the crossbowmen were equipped with something called a pavise, which is a very large shield, certainly capable of stopping an arrow. And the preferred tactic was you crouch behind the pavise to load, straightened up to shoot. Huge advantage on the battlefield. You've got mobile cover. And that is something that the longbowmen did not have. However, the French woefully mismanaged their use of their professionals, because the French, for all their, you know, equipment, were technically not professional soldiers, most of them. And they were all wrapped up in ideas of how the battle should be fought, and what was supposedly honourable or not. And the Genoese, so when they arrived on what became the Crécy battlefield, the Genoese Pavises were in the baggage train, which was some significant distance behind the rest of the army. I mean, these are heavy, bulky things. You can't carry them all day easily. But the French insisted on going into battle immediately against the professional mercenaries' advice. If they had paid attention to their mercenaries, it might have been quite a different battle. But they didn't, and the English won, of course. The other big difference between, say, the crossbow and the longbow was leverage. So, you know, you've got a 180-pound bow, you're carrying it. The bow itself is up to 6 feet long, say, and those long limbs provide a significant amount of leverage and therefore efficient energy transfer to the arrow. Now, with a Western-style crossbow, you don't have that. It's a much more compact weapon. And that means that in order to get equivalent range from a crossbow, you've got to have a much, much more powerful bow, because the leverage is much, much smaller. So, you know, there are some, you know, to get equivalent range to a longbow, you had to have a much heavier, more complicated design, and a better method of drawing the bow back, the string back. So the common idea, oh, crossbows, you know, greater range, more power, pretty much isn't true. The advantage of the crossbow, again, was it was probably less exhausting to use. It was less exhausting to use. And oh, okay. Still have some stuff I can pick up here, obviously. Let's have a little drive around and see what we can spot. Don't know why it allows me to do that. Perhaps I will find a reason later. Oh. Alright, okay. That gives me a way in that I had not previously had. Let's see if we have anything else. I can't get up there, so I'm going to have to go round. Alright. More to investigate. The door was over in this general direction and up, wasn't it? So, where's the ladders gone? Oh, was that the door I just yanked off? It probably was, wasn't it? Oh dear. Doesn't help me at all then. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody's made camp up here. How did they get up? Huh. Of course, having found the nomad camp, the first thing we're going to do is loot it. Now that's... Huh. Someone has interested. Yeah, need a pulley. What did I unlock by switching this on? Oh, I know I haven't been up here before, so this is worth the investigation. Where do I get the zipline attachment from, I wonder? I wonder if our hooded friend is around here, or do they only show up when we're about to jam a jammer? Oh, need to go back there because that's something useful. Hello, what have we got here? Looks like a landing pad. Whoa, I don't know what you... Don't really know what you do with exceptional components. What's this? Oh, okay. This is opportunity for a screenshot. If I can find a suitable view. Oh, that looks like it might be worthwhile. Alright, let's continue our wanderings. We've already destroyed that, but we have been turning things on. Wonder what the power source is. Is it solar? I mean, it would make sense that it was, but I don't see any solar power panels. Oh, I'm so sorry. Bit thick in the throat today. So when we turned this on, where did that do anything interesting for us? Oh yes, it might well have done. Ah. Not that interesting. I wonder if it is going to do me any benefit to drive on it. Maybe it's a weight-based system. We've had that before, have we not? No. Alright. And I think I've already been up there because that extends that. So that is the one thing we have not managed to unlock so far. I wonder what I am missing. Ah, yes. That up there. Alright, let us see if we can get over there again and take another look. Where's the ladder? Can't remember if there was a ladder here. Moderately certain I've been up there, so it shouldn't be a problem. Just sort of amble around until I get lucky. Yeah. Maybe this will do the trick. Okay, so we have that. What is that hooked up to? Not entirely sure. If I had any active current, say active people in chat, I'd see if there was anything else I should start talking about, but I'm English, I could always talk about the weather, but then this is Northern England, so it's not exactly known for its fine weather. Alright, so that power goes there, and I'm not seeing any obvious way of switching it on. Entirely possible, if not likely, I've missed something. Certainly wouldn't be the first time. I have to admit, there are times I really wish, not really wish I wasn't streaming. I kind of, oh, alright, maybe. I kind of wish I could let myself play this when I'm not streaming. I guess I could start a new game. But it's kind of fun to discover things along the live stream. And I've already been over there. Yeah. We know, need a pulley. So the question is it actually... It's not exactly a huge amount of space for stuff to be hiding in there, is there? Because that goes straight outside, so it's not a huge door. Whoa, that's an interesting... Oh, please don't. That is... Oh, that's a major bug. Well, yes, I mean, I haven't crashed, but... Oh, there we go. Alright, I thought I was going to have to restart. irritating. Can't remember what I was supposed to be doing for them. Oh, it really does look as... No, that's not. So where would the logical place to turn this on be? Let's have a quick look around the side. You see, it's not very deep. Is there something around the side here? Not really, no. I mean, apart from the fact that they've obviously blocked it off, and therefore it makes you want to get in, there's not exactly a huge amount of reason to get in. Well, I'm actually distracting myself from the real purpose for being here. I want to find... In this area, I need to find the... Ah, actually, I think I need to be over there, don't I? Let me have a little look. Oh, what's the... Okay. Yeah. Let's head over there and see what we can do about this. Yeah, that's one of those things. I can't get to it at this point. I still need the zip line. Oh, I really don't like this view. Oh, what do you want to bet? Now, if anybody can remember whether or not there was a jammer up here, that would be nice to know. Yeah, that looks like what we're after. Wow, they did junk a lot of stuff around here. Let's see how we can get up. Well. Well, that answers that question. Why is it she's not wearing the hat? Can't wear the hat. Apparently. Oh! There's our mysterious... whoever they are. Oh, I get it. Alright, go back to the truck. I find it interesting that Sauge, Sage, I still don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, hasn't actually commented. Okay, I need to go straight forward, straight back. Oh, there is technique to this. There we go. That makes sense. Is this too high for me to jump? Huh. Oh. Oh, please. It would be... Ah, no. Don't. Okay. Oh. For a second there, I thought I was stuck. Oh, that's one more out the way. Huh. Alright. I'm not sure if that's helpful. Interesting that these things show up as a sort of target. I'm not sure why. Oh no, it's not. So, logically... basically, the further you go towards the jamming, the more likely you're going to find it. It should be in there somewhere, I guess. Yeah, I can see the ladder, generator, components. Oh! Huh. And I just got the achievement, sensational entrance, yank 10 doors open. Yeah, that camera really could have done with some work. Sorry if any of the developers accidentally come across this, which seems extremely unlikely. I can't remember how thoroughly I explored this. Was there anything else for me to find? Now, why... this is a thing. Why is that showing up? What am I supposed to do with it? Oh, what do you want to bet? Yes. Okay, that's why it's there. Of course it is. That makes perfect sense. Allow you to get places you can't otherwise get, which means I need more to be able to get into some places, which is fine. Same with that. Oh, but... I hope those aren't the equivalent of loot boxes and that they are consistent. Oh, I can already tell this is not going to be one of my more successful live streams. I have a suspicion Caravan SandWitch is not the most popular of games, however much I might enjoy it. Oh, now, okay. Oh, oh. Let's have a quick look down here. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to be able to open that door, but... Oh. Why do I get the feeling... You know, the funny thing is I don't actually have any idea what the goal is. I mean, yes, I know ostensibly we are trying to find her sister, but I'm starting to get the feeling maybe that's not the only goal. Well, oh, that's one of the graves, isn't it? Where have we not been? Well, all kinds of places, really. Let's see. Alright, we are sort of heading in principle, the right general direction if we want to clear the jamming. And this certainly looks like. Oh, it really doesn't want to. There we go. Getting there. And we know already what that's going to contain. Yep. Oh, and no, we can't get through there yet. But there's the jammer. Of course, logically, and I'm sure it's not going to let me do it. No. You'd think, just grab it with the grapple. and then just pull the thing over. But first of all, I have to get up there. Ah. Well, I would call that a clue. Trying to decide what I'm going to stream tomorrow. Obviously, it's not going to be Caravan SandWitch. I don't generally, I think, stream more than the same game for 2 days. So, I might do No Man's Sky tomorrow. I haven't done a bit of No Man's Sky in a while, and I have a new ship. It's there was a new downloadable content before Christmas, and I was free, so I got it. All right, that's 2. So in principle, there was a third one, was there not? Oh, now I've got to check the toaster, and... Alright. Oh! There we go. Right, so... Oh, I don't know. I think that was relatively easy. Okay, does anybody remember how I get home? Oh, that was the nomad camp, wasn't it? So, what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to return to the garage, pick up my friend, take a quick break, and then we shall come back and see where things take us. I wish there was a way I could actually chop this up into more manageable chunks. I get more views the more I chop this thing up into chunks. Alright, so I am going to take a quick break here. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And I will see you all shortly. And I'm back. Let's go and chat a moment. Nefla. Treasure hunt? Treasure hunt. What was treasure hunt? Hang on. Oh. I just skipped that. Let me have a look. What was the treasure hunt? Oh. Okay. I wonder if I can. Let's remove this one. Let's see if we can do the treasure hunt. Not a suspicion that it's not going to. Oh, hang on a second. I just need to check messages. Okay, no, I'll have to get back to that later. Oh, no, I pretty much seem to have abandoned that for now. That's a shame. Silly me. I don't think I can... No, I can't get out. Oh, well. Not going to worry about it too much. Not getting any sense... Hang on, is this working? Yes, it is. Not getting any exact sense for how this might end, to be honest. I mean, one would assume, oh, they're going to find the sister and everything will be happy and... But not necessarily. I wonder if I can return to that mission. Oh, anybody could have done that. Alright, how do I activate the computers? Ah. Why would they be delivering stuff to the storm? Is that all the computers? Oh. Oh, we weren't in here before, were we? That's on, that's on. Am I supposed to do something more? Let's have a look. Can't remember where the receptacle was. Oh! It was this, wasn't it? And what on earth are they doing in here? How would they get in? They must be in the other VR area. Or there must be another receptacle. Yes, there is one in the garage. Maybe that's where they're doing it. Climbing on the crates in the back of the room. Ah, here we go. Have I not been up here before? Is this person a hindrance, or... Oh, now you're asking the question. Oh, oh, that's one of the hats. I should have figured that out. Oh, would you want to bet that is Garaz? Well, given the number of times you've seen them, I think it's safe to say... Of course, they would have to make it complicated, wouldn't they? Alright, so either there's a card lying around... which I'm going to have to find, I would guess. I wonder... Again? Somehow I'm not hugely surprised. Oh, while it's doing that... Oh, no. don't see how the storm does that. Oh. Wouldn't everybody have known this? Well, oh no. Oh, drat. Alright. Yeah, I suppose I'm no longer going to be able to do treasure hunt. That's alright. It's a reason to come back. I'm not really interested in 100%ing the game, to be honest, but, if I can, I will. Oh, one thing I am going to do. It's okay, I'm not going anywhere, I just want to check up on something. Oh, that's interesting. I uploaded the final part of Journey of the Wingless this morning. I mean, it was already available as a live stream, but it wasn't really being watched. It's got 13 views, so I decided... No, it hasn't. How many has it got? Journey of the Wingless... Oh, it got 13 views. Oh, alright. I'm just curious to see, because I basically chopped a little bit out of it and re-uploaded. So that was a very sad live stream for me. And if you want to find out why, you'll have to go watch it. I did like Nimue. Still do. And it was an interesting exercise running her through solo wingless mostly. I mean, without any assistance from any of my other accounts. I ought to do a sort of cut of the times that people helped her, complete strangers in the game. That was very heartwarming. Yeah, I ought to do a cut of that. How accurate do I have to be? There we go. Alright, maybe I can get back to the... oh, no. Can I, oh. Oh, that's what those are. Ah. So we got to go around, fix the infrastructure. But what would Garance be doing inside virtual reality? Please don't tell me we're going to do that whole upload consciousness thing. Oh, I know. Of course, I need to go and... I forgot. It's not on me, is it? It's part of the... It's part of the van's equipment. Hang on, I've forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright, what am I doing? No? Alright, I just lost track of what I was doing. That was silliness. What is a meta shell? Oh, I see. I think. Gotcha. Thought it was a separate device. Yeah, not a huge fan of this virtual reality thing. Would have preferred it if they'd done something slightly different. Alright, now what? Alright. Yes! Oh, okay. Alright, let's have a look-see. So we now got the emergency message. Yeah, I can't do treasure hunt, can I? Alright. Kind of tempted to just push on and finish and then maybe come back and redo some of all this. I could do it, yeah. Actually, I probably ought to record it and not do it as a live stream. Well, what am I going to do? Oh, I don't remember that one. I hate it when people say things like that. Don't think too hard. always strikes me as being somewhat anti-intellectual. Oh, you think too much. Oh, you know too much. Yeah. Something I've heard all my life. Even when it's not true. Oh, right, where was the community meeting? Well, let's try up. Apparently not. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, right where I am, it seems. Oh, were they indoors? All right. I must admit, I would like to get this village up and running so that it's self-sufficient. All right, let's do that one. Okay. All right, let's place a landmark. Head there. Where's the other landmark I placed that I want to get rid of? All right, let's do this one first. Okay, what? Oh. All right, so we are heading back to talk to robots. At some point I've got to do that one. I don't know what the underground is, I don't remember, but I'm heading over here. Okay. Now what I might do tomorrow is start reading a different end-user license agreement. If nothing else, it'll put people to sleep. Probably put myself to sleep. Moyangs might be fun, for certain values of fun. I have read parts of it before. I need to remind myself what's in it. It gets complicated. I mean, not necessarily the end-user license agreement itself for Minecraft, but the implications of it. Alright, so I guess we're heading for this. Did we not visit before? Oh, we did, didn't we? Yeah. Oh, since when did that get extended? I thought that was broken off. Oh. I could hack my way in, couldn't I? I wonder if that's allowed. Oh, I need to put the van on. At least the door stays open. I ought to have scanned it, really. I don't suppose you need to gather every single little component to get the game to work, or to finish the game. Oh, I know. Let's have a quick look, see whether... there's anything buried that I should be aware of. Solar panels? Now, I must admit, if I was the robots, I wouldn't be massively happy about somebody doing what I've just been doing. Came along and hacked my way in. No. I didn't want to press that. That's okay. They didn't mention the tagging, did they? I mean... And here's the robots. Turing. That's funny. Alan Turing, considered one of the fathers of modern computing, heavily involved in cracking the German Enigma machine during World War II. Yeah, problem is, of course, suppose you lose power to the server. Alright. Oh well. Let's see if we got anything I can beg, borrow, or steal from around here. What's this one do? Don't think I need to switch anything off, do I? What have we got here? Okay, so I've got to go underground here. Well, that makes life easy. Why can't they go underground themselves? Or have I missed something? Yeah, as long as those spare parts aren't important, I suppose. Be a bit awkward if you took something and then suddenly find out you need it later. Ooh! I have my second, or technically third, viewer of the day. Alright, so I do need to head. Oh, let's see, we've got a... That's, Oh, okay. Well, that was a lot easier. Yeah, it does not strike me as being a great planet for an asthma attack. It's a bit late to be worrying about her, given everything we've been up to. Oh, for heaven's sake, how precisely have I got to park this thing? Not very. Oh, yes they are, dragging their feet. Irritating. Alright, what are we doing? Okay, so I've still got to go and find the forgotten consciousnesses. The zizzes. Alright, so... where am I? Over there. Okay, so I've got to go back. I'll keep my end of the bargain. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry. Somebody sent me a message. Oh, it's okay. Oh yes, I got to go to the underground area, and yes. Where was the underground area? But underground is over there. What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh well. Let's just head straight over, poke around, see what we can find. Oh, did we not discover... Alright, let's oops. Yeah, I wish I... Hang on, I thought I did do that one. Oh, okay. Do I remember an underground area down here? Or access to it? Not entirely sure. Let's fire up the scanner and see whether anything useful... the generator. I can't do anything about... Oh, I might be able to get that, but I'm more interested in doing the underground mission. Can't ram it, I suppose. Thought I got that component. Do I even need it? Oh, I see. It was there. Nope, got no idea what I'm doing. Except I'm... Oh. I don't remember the note from previously, because I'm pretty certain I came round here. I would have thought I would have noticed that. Oh. I wonder if there's a way to drop it, and do I even need it? Ah. Alright, where's the entrance to the underground? That doesn't take me... Does that take me anywhere useful? I can't get up there. Oh, yes I can. But... can't get anywhere up there. I don't think I can get up there without using a zip line. Well, we do have underground areas marked on the map. I can always go grab one. Yeah, let's try that. What time is it? Okay. Alright, let's reverse out. Right, so I know I've got some underground areas marked. Let's have a little look-see. And... do I want to do that? I mean, I do. And there's another one down there. I'm very tempted to go have a look. Let's make sure we're going the right way. Sort of, yes. That works. I don't have a very good sense of direction in video games for some reason. It takes me a while to learn. Not so bad in real life. Well, if nothing else, I found somewhere else to explore. Let's see what we got here. Am I even in the right place? The simple answer appears to be yes, and in fact I would look like I need to get through that door. And I need the van. Okay. Return, grab the van. To whoever's watching, it is my tradition almost to stream for about 2 hours, and I'm coming up to 108 minutes. So, I'm likely to stop in about 12 minutes. I can go on for longer. Depending on circumstances. But I am getting hungry. I did not achieve anything there, did I? Oh. Well, next obvious place, follow the power lines, which are conveniently left out in the open, which does not strike me as being the best idea. Whoops. Oh, right. Okay, that's one of those... Yes. Not quite sure what it is. I don't remember. What I do find slightly irritating is I got a suspicion things would be a lot easier if the SandWitches, just stopped and actually had a chat with us, please. I mean, a little communication would help. Don't you think? Oh, I've been up here before. I forgot. Have I? I think I have, actually. Yes, I did. Ow. I am so glad that you don't suffer full damage from this thing. Still irritated that I missed out on one of the missions. Oh, come on. A little more consistency, please, in places we can jump up. Okay, I'm supposed to be a way underground here, and I am not seeing it unless it's in there, which I need to get switched on. And alright. That needs to be powered from up there. At least that's what it looks like. And the other thing is, how come is it only that Garance sent... Why is it only Sauge who's got the message from Garance? And why is nobody else that interested in following it up? Oh, it can't be real? Oh, come on. You'd think they'd have a bit more curiosity. Oh, right. So I need to yank that door off, which will get me access to somewhere. Well, that stayed on at least. Let's go and do some casual destruction of property. Excuse me, coffee burp. More information than you really needed, I know. If that's the only thing I get out of that entire rigmarole, I will be a little irritated. And I need the pulley, which I suspect means I can't get to the underground without the pulley. But the other thing I was interested in doing was powering that I wanted to. How heavy is this stuff? I mean, we've got a lot of bits. Oh, what do you want to... Oh, don't tell me. Now I've got to go get the truck. Where's the truck gone? Alright, let's just cheat and do it the quick way. I'll settle for being able to get access to underground before I quit this. I think that would be an appropriate place to stop. Right, so now let's go back up. So yes, that's probably a quicker way. Well, we got power. And... okay. Get the feeling that that isn't where I'm supposed to be at this time. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Don't want to go backwards the old way. Alright, let's remove that because that's pretty clear. And that's where we're supposed to be doing stuff. Where was the... oh, that was the other underground, but I thought that was the door. Don't remember well enough. Okay, so in principle I have a suspicion her ability to go underground is either going to be this or one of those or this one. And I don't think I can get underground there yet. Got a suspicion I need to turn on certain things, and I can't do that without using a zip line, which I can't use. So that's all right. And oh, I suppose if I could find one of the jammers, I could unjam it. That would help here. Let's see. Alright, let's do a quick little wander, see if I can find a jammer to unjam. And no doubt I will see one of the SandWitches who will just watch and not actually do much to inform. Which would otherwise be helpful. Heavens forfend, people should actually communicate. Now I'm not seeing a signal jammer over there. I don't think this really... oh. What on earth is that? Oh, it is a signal jammer, right up there. Well, I'm essentially coming up on 2 hours, and nobody's watching, and I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to call this a day. To everybody who comes along and watches it later, thanks for watching it then. Please like and subscribe, etc., etc., comment. And I will do something different tomorrow. It'll be a few more days before I continue this. Unless I start getting lots of requests to please continue with this game. Alright. Have a good day /week/month. Until the next time.